Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. The folks over at Securify contacted me and they wanted to sponsor a video where I show you one of their newest products, the Almond 3. And this is a Wi-Fi mesh system that allows you to blanket your entire surface area with Wi-Fi coverage. And the purpose of a mesh system is to get rid of all these dead spots that you may have with your current Wi-Fi network. So say for example, you have a house and you have an upstairs, you have your main floor, then you have a basement. Instead of just having one router that's trying to put coverage in all of those different places, you can have maybe three of them, one on each floor, and that will allow you a better setup so you make sure that everybody can get connected and have very fast speeds. And so you can buy these individually or you can buy a pack of 3, which is the one I'm showing you in this video. And one unique feature about this router is that it actually has a touchscreen on the front of it. So it's just the first time I've ever used a wireless router with a touchscreen. And this is very useful in a lot of different cases, especially with the setup process. So once you take them out, you can get them plugged in. You can go ahead and start the setup process on the router itself, but you still need to download the Almond app in the App Store for iOS or in the Google Play Store for Android. And once you download the app, it'll help you finish up the overall setup. But for the most part, you can use your finger to navigate around the touchscreen, or you can use the stylus, which is my preferred way because the touchscreen is just decent, but the stylus is definitely a lot better to be able to tap around to adjust settings and set up different things. Now, each one of these units include 3 Ethernet ports and 1 USB port. So if you do set these up around your house, you're actually able to set one of these up in your living room, for example, and it may not be hardwired directly into your modem, but you'll be able to hardwire maybe your Xboxes in your living room to that router, and that will be able to provide a little bit more of a consistent connection. And speaking of connected, this system can serve as a central hub for all of your different connected devices in your home. So maybe you have Philips Hue light bulbs, you may have Amazon Alexa, you may have a garage door opener or a radio system that functions off a wireless network and it is a smart device. You can set that up within this particular Almond 3, and they work with a lot of different partners. And so at one tap of a button, you can control all these devices at once. And with this particular system, this is called creating a scene. So if I know at dinner time I want to turn all the lights down, maybe turn some music on, at one press of a button, I can go ahead and do that and it'll automatically do it. And then you can also set up a rule. So for example, if you know that every night you come home at 7 p.m., you can set a rule that says that at 7 p.m. I want the garage door to be open, I want these lights to be turned on, I want this music to be playing, and different things like that, because you know that's always going to happen. But what if you don't have a regular schedule? Well, you can set up a Wi-Fi trigger. So this means that the network is actually going to be looking out for your particular device to join the network. So for example, I can set up a trigger for my phone. So when I come home, my phone is automatically going to join my wireless network. And once it notices that, it'll go ahead and put forth all those different motions like turning the lights on and the different things that I described earlier, just because it noticed my phone. And then when I leave, I can set a particular trigger to say, all right, when you notice my phone has left the network, that means I left the house. You can turn all the lights off, turn the air down, and other stuff like that. So all those things are very useful, and other things like being able to get notifications when a particular device joins your network, and you may notice something that shouldn't be on the network, you can go ahead and immediately block it within the app itself. Or if you're doing a fantasy football draft and one of your friends wins every year, you can block Wi-Fi access to their computer and mess them all up and make the timer end, and so they miss their pick and get an auto draft. I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying I haven't done that, but you can do that. Now, another device that doesn't come with the system, but you can get it separately, is called the Almond Click. And this is a very small button that you can place anywhere, you can carry around with you, or you can prop it up on a wall. And this will allow you to assign a certain action to happen when you click it. So you can use it as a makeshift doorbell. You can use it like a light switch for all your Philips Hue light bulbs. When you press it, it'll all turn a certain color or do a certain action. You can set up to a lot of different things. So it's basically like having a trigger or a rule right here in the palm of your hand with this particular product. And so all of these features help complement the main purpose of the system, and that is to help increase your Wi-Fi coverage in your place. Now, if you want to just add these as an extender to whatever current wireless router that you're using, you can do that as well. So you don't have to use this as your main system. You can add this as a complement to whatever system that you're currently using. Or again, if you just have a very small place, you can buy one of them for $119, or you can buy the 3-pack, which I showed you today, and that is running $299. And then if you have a really, really big place, you can add more units as you see fit. All right, so that about wraps up this video. I'll leave a link in the description to the website for this Almond 3 system. And also make sure you do follow me on my social networks and subscribe to me here on YouTube, and all the links will be down below as well. And like always, guys, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.